Hello dear students, how are you all? I wish always be well. In today's video, we will discuss about Kirchhoff's law, which is very important topic for your board exam. Numericals generally comes in your board exam, and also we will derive some important topics by using Kirchhoff's law. So you can understand how much important it is. Okay, so be ready with your pen and copy and let's start it. Okay. So before knowing about Kirchhoff's law, we will understand about these terms which are related to Kirchhoff's law. Okay. So I am drawing one diagram. So these are the elements, conducting elements like resistors, cell, capacitor. So all these are the elements. So combination of all these conducting elements, and this conducting combination of these conducting elements is known as conducting network. Okay, so combination of all these conducting elements is called conducting network. Okay, then what is loop? Loop means what? Any closed path, like this closed path. You have started from this point A and again came back to this point A. So any closed conducting path. Okay, closed conducting path is known as loop. Understood? Now the third term is node. What is node? Node is the combination of two wires. Means combination of two wires. The point where the two wires are combined, that is known as node. Understood? Okay. Then this is node. Now junction. What is junction? Junction is the combination of more than two wires. Okay. Combination of more than two wires is known as junction. Like here you can see 1, 2 and 3. So more than two have connected here. So we call it junction. Understood? So this is junction. Now what is branch? You need not to write this. You have to understand only, because definition doesn't come in your exam, and you also will not write in your copy. So what is branch? The final term branch, the part of this circuit. Okay, the part of the circuit which lies between the two junctions. This is junction also, this is junction also, because three wires are connected here. So this is junction, this one is. So the branch, the part of this conducting network which is between the two junctions is called branch. Understood? So that is known as branch. So now I am removing all these terms and we will move for the Kirchhoff's law, which is very important. Okay. So moving for that. Now Kirchhoff's has given two laws. First one is KCL. Kirchhoff's current law. Kirchhoff's current law, KCL. Okay, so this one is first one, KCL, Kirchhoff's first law or Kirchhoff's current law. Okay, this law says that if the current for any conducting path, for any conducting network also you can write, for any conducting network, the sum of current entering the junction, sum of current entering the junction is equals to current leaving the junction. So this is the first law, that the current entering the junction, that is equals to current leaving the junction. See, here I have used those words, network, junction. That's why I have explained earlier. Okay, so what is that? So for any conducting path, like sum of current entering to the junction is equals to current leaving the junction. So what you will write? See, if suppose this is the junction, this one is junction. So if 2 ampere current is entering to this junction, this from this side and from this side, 2 plus 2 ampere and 3 ampere. So 2 ampere and 3 ampere entering to the junction, so that then the current leaving the junction must be equal to this. So it will be 5 ampere. Understood? So current entering to the junction, that is equals to current leaving the junction. So 2 plus 3, that must be equals to the current leaving this junction. So this is the first law. Okay. So one more thing you will write here. So you can write summation I, that is equals to 0. Why I have written summation I equals to 0? If you will take this one now, so current entering the junction, you will take positive. Okay, 2 plus 2 current, because it is entering to the junction, and those the current which is leaving the junction, you will take negative, so minus 5. So sum of all these currents equals to 0. Same thing you have written, summation I equals to 0. So you can state this law by these two methods. So sum of all current, that is equals to 0, or sum of current entering to the junction is equals to current leaving the junction. Understood? So I hope it is clear to you all. Okay. Now one more thing is there, that sometimes asks this question, that on which law it is based. So it is based on conservation of charge. Okay, it is this law, or it is based on conservation of charges. On which statement it is based? So it is based on conservation of charges. Okay, so what you will say? The current, see, you have, according to this law, the current entering to the junction, that is equals to current leaving the junction. So current is what? Current is what? Charge per unit time. So you can state that charge per unit time entering to the junction, that is equals to current, charge leaving the junction in that particular time. Okay, charge entering to the junction for a given interval of time, that is equals to current charge leaving the junction for that given interval of time, that is what? Current. So this is based on conservation of charge. I hope it is clear. Now I am moving for second law. Okay, I am moving for second law. Second law is Kirchhoff's voltage law. Kirchhoff's voltage law, or KVL. Kirchhoff's second law, or voltage law, or KVL. So what does it says? It states that the sum, first of all you write, for a closed loop, for a closed loop, you know, okay, for a closed loop, the potential difference is equal to 0. That is delta V equals to 0. So what does it says? It says that for a closed loop, the potential difference is equals to 0. Suppose I am taking this closed loop. This is cell, resistance, another cell. Okay. Now see, if I am moving for this from point A, B, C, D, and then A. So for this closed loop, A, B, C, D, A. So what is potential difference? Potential difference is equals to change in potential between the two terminals, what you have considered. So you are moving, first terminal is VA. Potential at first terminal is VA. Okay, and then you have moved and another terminal you have taken. Since you have chosen this path is closed, again you have started from point A and moved to point A. Then potential difference means what? Change in potential, that is VA minus again VA. Potential difference between the two terminals what you have considered, first and second. So first terminal is A only, and again you have came back to the position point A only. So the potential at first point is VA and potential at final point is also VA. So the difference that is equals to what? 0. 0 na? What you write? Delta V I have written, delta V or V, potential difference. The first definition of second chapter is what? Potential difference. So potential difference equals to what? Potential difference between the two terminals. Between the terminals like VA and VB. Okay, so that is the potential difference. So you have chosen the first point and last point is A only. So VA minus VA, that is equals to 0. So potential difference equals to 0. That's why I have written delta V equals to 0. Understood? So now up to here it is clear. Now I'll explain. It is based on, up to here it is clear. Now you will write it is based on conservation of energy. It is based on conservation of energy. Another method to explain this I will tell you. In second chapter you have studied that change in potential or potential difference is equals to work done per unit charge. First definition, work done per unit charge. So work, see, if you are, the charge is moving from by external and it is moving from point A to again came back to the point A. So work done equals to what? 0. Okay na? Because work done equals to what? Force into displacement. So displacement is 0 now because you have started from point A and reached to point A. So displacement is 0. So that is, so work done equals to what? 0. So if you will substitute here 0, 0 upon Q, that is what? 0. So potential difference for a closed path, that is equals to 0 by this formula. Okay. So I hope it is clear, and it is based on conservation of energy. Okay. So I am removing it. You need not to write all these terms, only up to here you will write. Okay. For your understanding I have explained it. Now see, another statement for this Kirchhoff's law is sum of all potentials for a closed loop equals to 0. Sum of all potentials for a closed loop is equals to 0. Understood? Potential drop. So summation of V, that is equals to 0. You can write like this also, sum of all potentials through circuit for closed loop is equal to 0. Okay, so it is another statement which we will use, that sum of all potential for any circuit. So suppose in this circuit you have taken cell and resistance, all those things. So for potentials, all potential drops throughout this whole circuit. Now that is sum of all those is equals to 0. Another statement for this law. Okay, so I hope it is clear. You can pause it and can write in your copy. Now I will take one example which has came in, I think, 2008 or 2009, this question. So that question I will take, okay, and we will solve. The method what I will explain, carefully you listen. First of all, I'll explain what is the method for that. I'll explain first, then only we will start. If you are moving, if you are going to solve any question, first of all you should understand, if you are choosing the path, first choosing any path. First let's take one example, after that you will understand. One example I have taken, two cells from book, two cells of EMFs 1.5 volt and 2 volt of internal resistance 1 ohm and 2 ohm respectively are connected in parallel so as to send current in same direction through an external resistance of 5 ohm. Find no, first of we will not write this. Draw circuit diagram. Second, current in each branch. And third question is potential drop through external resistance R. Okay, or through an external resistance 5 ohm. Okay, now we will solve it. So before that I will explain some method to solve. First of all, I draw a diagram. In diagram said that there are two cells 1.5 volt and 2 volt, or they are connected in parallel. So I am making two cells. I am drawing here one cell, another cell. They are connected in parallel, so I have connected this. Okay, now like this you make. Now another internal, and what else is asked, so as to send in, current in same direction, the currents through an external resistance of 5 ohm. So an external resistance is also connected through them. Okay, so this is external resistance. Okay, so it is 5 ohm. This one is 1.5 volt and this is 2 volt of internal resistance. Internal resistance is, you will draw internal resistance because internal resistance is of cell. So just near to the cell you will draw internal resistance like this. Okay, so it is of 1 ohm and this one is of 2 ohm. Okay, now in the question asks, they should connected like that, so that the current through sent by them will pass through this resistance in same direction. मतलब करंट को ऐसा इसमें भेजना है कि both the cells send the current in same direction. So that's why I have taken this polarity like this, na, positive and negative. Why? Because current always moves from positive terminal to negative terminal. Means current through this is I. Suppose this is I1 and current through this I2. So that their direction is in same direction. So it can move, that both the current are moving in same direction. The question asks, they are connected in parallel so as to send current in same direction. So current should move in same direction. For that, polarity should be like this. If I change this polarity, if this one will be negative and this one will be positive, then the direction of current will be in this direction, because always moves from positive to negative terminal. Okay, if I'll take, suppose if I'll take here the direction of polarity, if I'll change this one negative and this one positive, then direction of current will be in this direction. So this one is moving in this direction, through this cell is in this direction. So according to question it is incorrect. It is wrong now. Okay, so that's why I have chosen that polarity, positive and then negative. Internal resistance and then this 1 ohm, 2 ohm. Now after this I'll mention the names A, B, C, D, E and F. Now let's move for the laws. How we will apply Kirchhoff's law on this circuit to find out the current also and potential also. So now first of all we will apply first law. First law says that at any junction, current entering to the junction is equals to current leaving the junction. So current entering to the junction is I1 and I2. So current leaving the junction must be I1 plus I2. Okay, according to law, I1 plus I2. Okay, so that's why I have written here I1 plus I2. Now one more thing you have to, now I will take path. First law is already over. Now we will use second law. What does it says? It says for a closed loop sum of all potential equals to 0. For a closed loop sum of all potential is equals to 0. So the summation of V equals to 0. Now I will take some closed loop and will apply this law. So shall I remove this side? Question you have already read and written. So I am using this side. First of all you should understand how to what are the rules to solve any question. So देखो question, if you are taking this closed path A, B, E, F, A, because Kirchhoff's law is only valid for the closed loop. Second law, okay. So closed loop I am taking for closed loop A, B, E, F, A. This A, B, E, F, A. This path you have chosen. Any method you can use, means any path you can choose. For this side also, this side also. Don't go through that clockwise and anti-clockwise. Don't think that. जब अगर उसको यूज करोगे ना कि क्लॉकवाइज लिया तो पॉजिटिव लिया, एंटी क्लॉकवाइज लिया तो नेगेटिव लिया, कुछ बुक्स में ऐसा है, तो उसमें कंफ्यूज मत होना. जो रूल मैं बता रही हूँ एकदम वैसे करना, हर एक क्वेश्चन का एकदम करेक्ट आंसर आएगा. ठीक है, बस तुम्हारे इक्वेशंस अलग अलग हो सकते हैं लेकिन फाइनली आंसर करेक्ट आएगा. ठीक है. सो नाउ सी आई हैव चूजन दिस पाथ, this A, B, E, F, A. Now for this path, I will write the equation. So according to Kirchhoff's law, sum of all potential equals to 0. तो हम potentials लिखेंगे इसके. Okay. So one more thing you have to understand. The if you have chosen the path, जो भी path तुमने choose किया है, if you are moving from negative to positive, जैसे मैंने ये path choose किया तो यहाँ पे देखो positive to negative terminal you are moving. And in this case negative to positive you are moving. Understood? Negative to positive you are moving. Okay, so if in any circuit if you are moving positive to negative, you will take potential negative. So you will take minus 1.5. Why? Because there is potential drop na. सपोज दिस इज व्हाट 1.5, मतलब कि एक पे 1.5 पोटेंशियल, पॉजिटिव पे 1.5 पोटेंशियल रहा होगा और नेगेटिव पे 0 रहा होगा, तो उसका पोटेंशियल क्या हो रहा है? नुकसान हो रहा है. देयर इज पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप फ्रॉम पॉजिटिव टू नेगेटिव इन योर पाथ. Okay, so that's why you will take with negative, means तुमने 1.5 potential नुकसान कर दिया, so that's why you will take minus 1.5. You have, there is a loss of potential, you have lost minus 1.5 potential, that's why you will take negative 1.5. Understood? And if you are moving from positive to negative, this one is 2 volt battery, so you are moving from 2 to this negative to positive, so this cell will provide, so from this cell you are gaining potential, because you are moving from negative to positive, means from 0 to 2 you are moving, so you are gaining 2 volt potential. Okay, so in your path, okay, what path you have chosen, so you will write positive. यहाँ पे ज्यादा से कम हुआ, सो यू आर लूजिंग. यहाँ पे कम से ज्यादा हुआ, देन यू आर गेनिंग, सो यू विल टेक पॉजिटिव एंड दिस वन एज नेगेटिव. अंडरस्टूड. एंड ऑल्सो इन केस ऑफ करंट, अब देखो फॉर द सेल यू अंडरस्टूड. ओके, नाउ फॉर द रेजिस्टेंस. सपोज दिस इज द रेजिस्टेंस. नाउ इन योर चूजन पाथ दिस इज द रेजिस्टेंस. ओके, नाउ द डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट इज दिस. देखो जितना करंट निकला सेल से उतना ही करंट आया सेल में, सो दिस इज ऑल्सो I2. Okay, now the path you have chosen is this. Okay, so when you are moving from this, you are moving through this resistance in opposite to the direction of current. The path you have chosen is opposite to the direction of current. Okay, I2 is in this direction, but you are moving in this direction. So this resistance you are moving, तुम्हारा जो पाथ है, यू आर मूविंग इन ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन टू द डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट. सो इन दैट केस यू विल टेक पोटेंशियल एज पॉजिटिव. ओके, अगर तुम करंट का डायरेक्शन और तुम्हारे पाथ का डायरेक्शन अलग अलग हो, ऑपोजिट हो, देन यू विल टेक पोटेंशियल पॉजिटिव. और अगर सेम डायरेक्शन में मूव कर रहे हो देन यू विल टेक नेगेटिव. अंडरस्टूड. दिस वन. नाउ सी, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इन दिस केस ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस, what you will take? You will take 1 volt. Voltage equals to what? Positive you will take. Voltage equals to what? Current V equals to what? I into R. So now see here the potential difference. See, resistance 1 ohm into current is I2. And the what is the direction? It is opposite to the direction of current. The direction of current is this, and your path is in this direction. So you will take plus I2 into 1. If you are taking this resistance, see, इस रेजिस्टेंस के केस में क्या है, द डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट इज दिस एंड ऑल्सो योर पाथ इज इन दिस डायरेक्शन. सो डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट एंड योर पाथ बोथ आर इन सेम डायरेक्शन, सो यू विल टेक नेगेटिव पोटेंशियल हियर. सो V इक्वल्स टू this side is moving, I1 current moved, so again I1 will come to the cell. जितना सेल से निकला I1 उतना ही वापस आया. So this current is I1. So the I1 current into resistance is 2 ohm, but in the direction of current, this path is in direction of current, so I will take negative with a negative sign. Understood? I think it is clear to you. देखो क्यों ऐसा करते हैं. देखो अगर हम कोई रेजिस्टेंस, इफ यू आर द डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट इज दिस, करंट का डायरेक्शन ये है, इट मीन्स कि यहाँ पे ज्यादा पोटेंशियल होगा, यहाँ पे कम होगा. Current only can move from higher potential to lower potential. If there is no potential difference, then there is no current. करंट को मूव करने के लिए पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस जरूरी है, एंड इट ऑलवेज मूव फ्रॉम पॉजिटिव टू नेगेटिव, मीन्स हायर पोटेंशियल टू लोअर पोटेंशियल. ठीक है, हायर टू लोअर. तो अगर डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट में तुम पाथ लेते हो, इट मीन्स यू आर मूविंग फ्रॉम V टू 0, ज्यादा से कम की तरफ जा रहे हो. इट मीन्स देयर इज पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप. दैट्स वाई वी टेक नेगेटिव. अगर हम लेते हैं पोटेंशियल का करंट के डायरेक्शन में पाथ लेते हैं, देन वी आर लूजिंग पोटेंशियल. दैट्स वाई वी टेक नेगेटिव पोटेंशियल. ओके, इफ यू विल चूज द पाथ ऑपोजिट टू द डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट, ठीक है, so this is the direction of current, you have chosen path positive, this direction, then see you are moving from 0 to V, means you are gaining potential because you are moving opposite to the direction of current. So that's why in that case we take potential positive. Understood? I think you understood. Now question is easy. If you understood these rules, then you can solve it easily. Okay, so now I am going to solve it. For closed loop ABEFA, for this path, what I will write? I will write, I am showing it. You are moving from ABEFA. Now I have started from A to B. Nothing is there. No resistor, no cell. Okay, now moving to up to here. Now this is the cell. You are moving from positive terminal to negative terminal, so obviously it should be negative because there is potential drop. So I will write minus 1.5. देखो Kirchhoff's second law says that sum of all potential equals to 0. So I am writing all the potentials in this circuit. For this closed loop, I am taking all the potentials and I will write equals to 0. ठीक है, जितना पोटेंशियल है सबको जोड़ देंगे and that will equals to 0. So I am taking minus 1.5. So because potential drop positive to negative, so minus 1.5. Now moving to this resistor is 1 ohm. So for this potential I will write, see, the direction of path is opposite to the direction of current, so it will be positive. As I told you the rules, direction of current is this and direction of path is in this direction, so I will write plus, positive. करंट के उल्टे डायरेक्शन में है, ये दोनों रूल लिख लेना. इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट, इफ यू हैव चूजन द पाथ इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट, देन नेगेटिव. ऑपोजिट टू द डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट, पॉजिटिव. पोटेंशियल पॉजिटिव. मूविंग फ्रॉम पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल टू नेगेटिव टर्मिनल, पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव. इफ यू आर मूविंग नेगेटिव टू पॉजिटिव, पॉजिटिव potential. Understood? So now up here plus 1 into current, resistance into current, that is potential. So 1 into current is I2. Now again I am moving here. Here see, the direction of path and direction of current both are in same direction, so negative. And resistance into current, so 2 into I1. Now moving to this, through this, so negative to positive means gain in potential, so it is plus 2 volt. That is equals to 0 according to Kirchhoff's law. Okay, so I will write here, I will solve it. Minus 1.5 plus 2, so it is 0.5. Minus 1.5 plus 2, that is 0.5. When you will subtract it, now 1 into I2, so that is I2 minus 2I1. Minus 2I1 plus 0.5, that is equals to 0. Now I can write it like this. I2 minus 2I1 equals to minus 0.5. Now I can write 2I1 minus I2 equals to 0.5. Taken minus sign common, and cancelled from both sides. So this is the first equation, and now it's the second loop I am taking for the second closed loop. So that is what? B, C, D, E, B. For this closed loop, B, C, D, E, B. For this loop, now see, I am moving from B up to here through this resistance. So since direction of current is this, and also the path you have chosen is also this, so negative 5 ohm resistance into current is I1 plus I2. Okay, now I am moving up to this, through this direction. Now direction of current is also this and path is also this, then negative 1 into I2, then negative to positive terminal, negative terminal to positive terminal means plus, gaining in potential, so plus. Now this is 1.5 volt. Now again you have reached to point B, so that is equals to 0. Now I will solve it. So this is minus 5 I1 plus minus 5 I2 minus I2 plus 1.5, that is equals to 0. Okay, now I will write this side. Okay, so this is what? Minus I2, and this one minus 6 I2. So it is minus 5 I1 minus 6 I2, that is equals to minus 1.5. Okay, now you can take common minus sign and it will be cancelled, and you will get 5 I1 plus 6 I2, that is equals to 1.5. Now by solving these two equations 1 and 2, by 1 and 2 you can solve it. In class 10th you have studied how to solve two equations. By solving these two equations 1 and 2, you can get the values of I1 and I2. So what is the value of I1 and what is the I2? You can find out by own. I will write from book what is the answer. Answer is I2, that is I2 is, this one is 9 upon 34 and this one is 1 upon 34. Finally you got, by using these two equations you can solve by own, that's very easy. Okay, so now current you got, I am removing it. Okay, so by using first and second equation, we got 9 upon 34 I1, I2 equals to 1 upon 34. So current in this branch you got I1, current in this branch you got I2, current in third branch that is equals to I1 plus I2. So current in third branch I1 plus I2, that is equals to 9 upon 34 plus 1 upon 34, that is equals to 10 upon 34. So current in third branch also you found. So if current in each branch already you found. Now potential drop through this resistor also asked in the question, third question. Okay, so that is what? V equals to I into R. So I into R, current I is 10 upon 34 into resistance R is 5 ohm. So we got 50 upon 34. This is the potential 50 upon 34. So we have solved this question. Now this video is already very lengthy, so in another video we will solve some more numericals, okay, which has already came in exam. We will take that and we'll solve here. Okay, so study it properly, prepare it, and always be happy. Okay, bye bye, take care.